I have a question. What is the true Indigenous perspective on Thanksgiving?
For many Indigenous people, Thanksgiving is actually a day of mourning, not celebration. It marks the beginning of European invasion, genocide, and land theft, not friendly unity. It's a day to honor ancestors and protest ongoing injustices they feel they're still experiencing today.
I've heard about something called the National Day of Mourning. What is that?
Since 1970, Native Americans gather every Thanksgiving in Plymouth, Massachusetts for the National Day of Mourning. It began when Wamsuta Frank James, a Wampanoag man, was disinvited from speaking because his speech was too honest. Instead, he delivered it outside on Coles Hill, and Thanksgiving was forever reframed as truth-telling, protest, and spiritual remembrance.
I read somewhere that the Wampanoag and Pilgrims had a peace agreement. If that's true, wouldn't the first Thanksgiving have been peaceful?
Well, yes, but this alliance wasn't so much about harmony as it was mostly about survival. See, the Wampanoag had already been devastated by a European plague, and they aligned with the Pilgrims only to face a mutual enemy. Within a generation, that relationship collapsed into war, land loss, and near destruction of the Wampanoag nation.
So what actually caused their alliance to fall apart?
Everything unraveled because of relentless English expansion and broken promises. The colonists kept taking more and more land. They destroyed native crops with livestock. They forced English law on native people. They demanded Christian conversion and built praying towns, which weakened the native culture. Tension exploded in King Philip's War, sparked by the death of John Sassamon, a native interpreter caught between both worlds. The English executed 3 Wampanoag men, and war began.
So how did that war end for the Indigenous people?
Sadly, the outcome was catastrophic. Thousands of Indigenous people were killed or enslaved. Entire native villages were wiped out. The Wampanoag lost power, land, and their freedom permanently. Consequently, Thanksgiving for Indigenous people today is not about the past. It's about continued survival in the present.
If you want further insights into the Indigenous perspective of Thanksgiving, you can go to YouTube channel at Let Us Break Bread Together and check out part 2 of this video.